And welcome everyone to another session of the Told Games Foundry, where I'm playing through Elder Scrolls Online, the Blackwood chapter. If you're new, well, welcome, and be sure to chime in with the chat and follow along. That way you get to know when I'm streaming next. Hopefully today we'll get in a few good rounds in Blackwood, explore a little bit more of the land. That's been most of what we're looking at for the last couple sessions here, is exploring some of the outskirts of Blackwood, getting in there and messing around a little bit, just trying to delve into some of the delves and save some of the towns and villages, just mercenary for hire, helping out whoever needs it. And there's always a bunch of people that need something or other. So we're going through all of those quests. But we are making our way back to the main quest in Blackwood. Getting my coffee here. Here we go. Good old-fashioned Kirkland signature. I'm a fan. So let's see, what has been happening in the Blackwood chapter thus far? Well, so far we've been playing as the character Maria Stuarda. She is an Argonian named after an opera by Donizetti, the Italian. And a few things have been going on. One of them is that there is this cult of a daedric prince. Daedric meaning like devilish. Daedric prince the Daedric prince is Merunus Dagon, and he is Daedric prince of ambition and conquest mostly. And well, he wants to conquest Tamriel, the known world. And so there's a cult that's trying to make that belongs to him, that's trying to make some inroads in this Blackwood area. The main city in Blackwood is called Leowin. It is a free city-state, so it is not affiliated with any of the three major factions of the current the current conflict. And because of the conflict in the Empire, a number of imperial chancellors have made their way to Leowin, given its neutrality, seeking safe haven. Well, it so turns out that that hasn't worked out all that well for them, because they have been the targets of assassination attempts. The latest one being a little bit on the suspicious side. There just happened to be a Dark Brotherhood assassin in the neighborhood, and they captured him and tried to interrogate him, but it seems that he actually wasn't there to do any assassinating of any chancellor. If they had meant to, they would have completed the assassination, is how that goes. So it may be that somebody is framing the assassinations on the Dark Brotherhood. We definitely know that Merunus Dagon is behind it somehow, through a deal made with the former emperor. The former line of emperors, actually. But that's the gist of it. There's some chancellors that are in trouble. There's some politicking. But for now, we're just mostly exploring the area and solving problems. Let's go ahead and get into the game itself. Let's see if my little button presses do it. Seems so. Oh, my goodness. I seem to have arrived in the middle of a fight. Okay. Gemvas the Harbinger. Here is a... Well, so I'm currently battling a... Hope you can hear me over all this din. I'm currently battling what's called a world boss. show you where this is on the map in just a moment, but yeah, every now and then world bosses come, you get access to them, and people start fighting it, and you just join in on the fight and eventually get credit for it. Folks alive here. I got a Seal of Endeavor by defeating a difficult foe. Well, here we go. Done. Alright, sure. Okay, so yeah, you can see on my mini-map a little bit of where I am. That was just something in the kind of the south part of the continent, or of the zone there. And I just happened to have parked my character there while I was speaking to you all. And as I was doing so, apparently the fight started up, so I got to join in on that fight and get to mark that world boss off perfectly. Great. I think next on my target list is this dungeon here, the Silent Halls. I've had trouble with going solo on some dungeons before, so we'll step in there, but if I may wind up backing out. You know what? I'm actually going to pass on that and head up this way. I believe there's one or two something or others right there. There's an underground passage right there where you see all of my little harvesting icons. Yeah, but I helped Glenbridge, and so that's kind of where I last left off. My friend is not with me, so let's bring out Miri. Allies, companions, Miri. So yeah, here we have Maria Stuarda, she's my Argonian friend, and now we have with us Miri Alendis.
How much trouble are you in?
So much. Miri, for me, is gonna go with dual wielding, at least for the time being. Kind of wanted to make her a two-handed weapon user, just because I haven't seen too much of that, and it sounds like fun. Maybe one hand and shield, so that she can kind of do some tanking while I fire at enemies from a nice and safe distance. My character, Maria Stuarda, is a mage of sorts, and she has two different configurations. One of them is with a destruction staff, and the other is with a restoration staff. In either form, she has a mix of healing and damaging spells. And right now I don't have too much distinguishing either setup except for one button, one quick slot, related to the type of staff that she's wielding. Okay, heading northeast to explore, find out what's there. I actually don't know, so that's part of the fun, right? Part of the fun also is just harvesting everything that glows. Not really. I'm sure it's not all that fun for you, so I try and keep it to stuff that hasn't yet been marked on my map. Looking for a nice a map that has a lot of resources marked on it for wandering around and harvesting later. For right now, we'll just kind of go for a walk. Lots of ore. Oop. I want it to go north. Yeah, it's still got a ways to go. Too soon.
Nice hole.
Yeah, no kidding. I believe that once you get all the way to champion levels, Maria Stuarda right now is level 17. Not very high. You can get all the way up to level 50, and then after 50 it goes into a different system called champion levels. And really, I don't know all of what that means yet.
I pick up my...
Yeah, let's just sell some junk. Get out of my inventory. I know that the champion levels go into the hundreds, but they also have their own boon system, I think, where you can unlock certain perks by going up in your champion levels. So this is the area where we left off last time, just outside this ziggurat. A sax heel? That doesn't sound right. Sax heel is the term for argonians. Argonians have their own particular term for the ziggurats that they put all over the area. Looks like we've got a heavy sack here for Mudgrab chitin, apparently. Water skin, of course. Backpack, but that's already been rifled through. Okay. That cart seems to be glowing. Ah, there's a lantern there. Okay, so here's the turn off for the path, and as suspected, it looks like there's a delve out in that little marshy pond area. So I'll head in that direction. A delve is kind of like a dungeon, but it's a little more... It's not quite as lethal as a full-on dungeon. Most recently, there was a sorcerer that was dealing with voroplasm. Somehow had converted himself into voroplasm, trying to become immortal, and then wound up getting trapped there. I will admit that was actually one of the more entertaining little quests, dungeons. Not terribly relevant to the plot. They're all connected a little bit when all of these side quests are connected to the plot in some way. They're not necessary for the plot, but they have little bits of information about the plot. Let's see, a very large snake around this cooking fire. Somebody over there fishing with a stick. Got a lore book here. Very cool. Nothing of interest there. How's the fishing?
When you spend this much time fishing, you pick up a few things. The rhythm of the sounds around you warns you of impending danger if you pay attention.
Okay, so there's nocturnal cultists nearby. That looks like a daedric shrine. And looks like somebody who needs help. Always posted outside a dungeon.
Wayfarer.
Okay, what we got?
Another
Redguard.
member of the Fighters Guild. Bit of good fortune at last. I need a steady sword arm to handle business in this Doom Vault. Pays good. Are you willing to help a brother in arms? You've seen these vaults, yes? We call them Doom Vaults. They're some artifice of the Flame Father, Mehrunes Dagon. Our Hull Steward bid my comrade, Morgaine, and I explore this one. We expected to face cultists. What we found was a war.
That's interesting.
A host of scuttling Mephala spawn invaded the vault. I don't know how, but I do know why. They seek to take something from Dagon, a blasphemous device. We can't let either faction possess it, whatever it is. So, we destroy it. Will you help?
Yeah, okay.
Thank you, Wayfarer. I would fight at your side, but I fear one of those beasts poisoned me.
Oh, come on.
My ally, Morgaine, carried a sending stone. If you can find her body, we can use the stone to communicate. It will take more than the prick of a spider kith's blade to fell Kud Aftada.
Yeah, what do you know about this device?
It's a weapon, maybe? Or a device for summoning daedric beasts? We heard Spider-Kith whispering about it. About how powerful it is, and how it might aid Mephala in future schemes. I don't think so. We found strange tools littered about. The kind of thing it's difficult to explain. Morgaine and I expected to find daedric halls and chambers. But there's much more. Vast caverns that look like they were... Yes.
Another realm,
of fire
okay.
and stone. If
Oh,
I didn't know
boy.
any better, I'd say we entered the realm of Dagon himself.
What happened to her? Killed by Daedra.
We tried to learn all we could about the device, but...
Alright. So, sounds like we're going to go to Dagon's realm here. What is... The Deadlands. Featured in the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. That also was a story that centered around Mehrunes Dagon, as so many of them are. Let's see. A little bit of background on some Daedric princes. Mephala is kind of a nasty prince, often female, not always, but she tends to be associated with plots and spiders. Mehrunes Dagon is ambition. Mephala, I got these all confused so many times. Mephala shares, is often called one of the good Daedra by... Goodness, it's noisy in here. Mephala is often called one of the good Daedra by the Dark Elves, but the Dark Elves, you know, their opinions of things are a little odd. So, you know, take that with a grain of salt. The only Daedra who really uncontested is considered pretty good is Azura. There's only a few people that don't care for her. I keep losing my companion. Come on, Miri, get back here. Where are you? There you are.
What's on the docket today?
That's an odd place to put a bed. Very funny. I guess a Dremora sleeps there. Why not? Okay, let's get moving on with some things. I've been playing some other characters lately, so my buttons are all doing different things here. Okay, what do I want to do? Dremora Assassin. Of course, in a game like Elder Scrolls Online or any MMO, you want to make as many characters as possible and play all of the different classes, all of the different races. Maybe that's just me, but I definitely had to do that. This is actually the first Argonian character I've made for Elder Scrolls Online. So there you go. There's that. Let's see. With all of my various characters, though, I tend to fall into patterns. I try to keep X as a distance or a closing the distance type of ability. And I'm talking on my gamepad here. For Y, I have that be an instant of some sort, long range or close. B winds up being some sort of spell. Right bumper is going to be a heal of some sort, recovery of some sort. Left bumper is often an area effect. For this particular character, I have it as a another ranged attack.
I'm glad you managed to make that stone work.
Here's Morgan, by the way.
Search the vault for any sign of this machine. If you find anything, use the stone to contact me. Onsi guide you, comrade.
Onsi? No idea who Onsi is. Okay. Mages in Leowyn, investigate daedric edifices in Blackwood. While we don't know the precise number of doom vaults present in the region, we do know the location of one in the marshes east of Gideon. This area is largely uninhabited, but a local Argonian reported strange industrial noises coming from within the structure. You and Kudaf Adaja must enter this doom vault Porsixid and discover what its fellow residents might be plotting. We can assume that the cultists and maybe even a few daedra are present. Lovely. If you can find Hood and yourself separated, remember to use your sending stone to arrange a withdrawal. For the Fighters Guild, Steward Bolvis Dolls. Yeah, okay. Backpack. Always go for the backpacks. Looks like I got a dark elf shelf. Yeah. Always loot the backpacks. Looting baskets and urns. Optional. Okay, where do I want to go? It wants me to go up there. Let's take the side route here. This looks more like a Mephala domain, all spidery themed. Oblivion, of course, is the realm of the Daedric princes. And it has many dimensions within Oblivion. A few of them... a Daedrat. Very fun. As characters, I've only actually visited a few of them at a time. Okay, sending stone. What do you got?
The oil leaking from these pipes matches what we found deeper in the ruins. You've picked up the trail for sure. Keep looking.
Alright. Yeah, running water. We're not in Merun Stegon's area. Spider Kid.
I think I'm getting good at this. Well, I probably should be proud of that.
Where next? Over in there, huh? Well, let's just look around for things. Being a delve, there is probably a sky shard in here somewhere, so I'm trying to keep my eyes open for paths off of the beaten path, if that makes sense. Yeah, let's go the long way. Might be able to find a shard by doing that. Anything? I'm a big fan of those grub baskets too. Hadn't seen many of them until coming to Blackwood, but they tend to be all over Blackwood. What they got in them is fishing supplies. Now, I don't do too much fishing here on stream, but I have been known to enjoy fishing in the past. Let's see what we got. There's a couple of fishing, oop, spiderlings, yep, definitely the fall spawn. A couple of fishing items I have been finding myself short on. I tend to use a lot of worms, and the worms just don't seem to come up very often for me. Insect parts, I have a gazillion of those, but they're now a little harder to come by too, because Miri really doesn't like it when I pluck the wings off of torch bugs or off of moths. So, gotta deal with that.
Scrapes in the stone. Those Dagon beasts dragged something out of here in a hurry. Keep going. The machine must be nearby.
But there's bookcases. And a bookshelf? Dresser? Not too interesting. As you might surmise, Dagon and Mephala don't always get along. Oh, a watcher. That's interesting. Okay, we just shifted out of that watery, spidery realm into a realm of... Looks like there's a lot of fire and lava and stuff here. You can see that beam of light shooting up. That's going to be the sky shard I was looking for. So, let's see if I can get to that easily. Maybe not. Nothing here. Okay. Nope. They definitely blocked it off. They mean for you to go. Looks like from around here. Okay, so there are two ways to get into this area. Let me just double back. See if I can find another door. Not from this room. I didn't remember there being another door in here, but I'll check. Let's just take a look at this map. Oh, there's another one up there. Let me see if that gets me where I want to go. Oh, go away. So what happens if I go up here? I've been this way. This is a dead end. Oh, no, it's not. Okay. I bet this is the way to do it. Yeah, that should do it. Tremora Ravager. Okay. Can I use this? Can I use it now? No? That's weird. Oh, Sky Shard. You sure I can't use that? Oh, fine. Okay, so not into the lava. Okay, that was definitely a detour worth taking. Oh, another watcher. Back on track with this, however. Just to switch things up, let's go with the other weapon. There we go. Restoration Staff. Destruction Staff. What's down here? In case you happen to fall into the lava and happen to survive falling into the lava, you have a way out of it. Okay, just moving on then. Spells.
Off with you, switch!
What are you doing there, Miri? Let's keep you healed up. Which way? Which way? Looks like I want the northwest path. Fire Atronach. I just healed you. You should be happy about that.
You, but now I'm going to.
Yeah, I'll use the stone in just a minute, okay?
You know, I like to think I'm agreeable.
Alright.
Papa's breaches. What is this place? Some kind of profane forge? We can't let them finish building this thing. Hurry!
The Red Guard, especially Red Guard dressed like that, he is dressed kind of Yokuden style. They have their own names for various daedric princes, and I forget who Tall Papa and the other one he mentioned is. Oh, so he didn't actually want me to do anything there, just talked about his breaches. Yeah, okay. So Dagon's been busy.
That was a bit of a warm-up.
I'm mostly getting junk out of these baskets, but I am getting some worms and some crawlers as well. I have a app that also helps manage some of the junk that you pick up from stuff. There was a merchant that I passed by outside, and you may have noticed I just kind of quickly did a hello, goodbye with that merchant, and then was on my merry way. Well, what happened was, there's a mod that I have called Dustman, and what it does is it automatically will search your inventory anytime you talk to a merchant, and stuff that fits certain parameters that I get to specify will automatically be sold. I think there's somebody just ahead of me doing a lot of the fighting. And this room is blue. Back to Mephala land. Poultry, greens, fish. Saw a spider egg there. Okay. We got a boss of some sort here. Seems to have taken down a big spider thing. 4 arms is a Mehrunes Dagon thing. He has 4 arms. A lot of his servants have 4 arms. Let's get this over with then. Yeah, maybe.
How'd you make it notice what style was remembered?
Daily endeavor completed. I completed a daily endeavor there regarding. Yeah, don't down, okay? Achievement unlocked dungeon healer. Boy, I'm unlocking a whole bunch of stuff. Get up. Alright, I completed the thing. So each delve has a boss, and if you beat the boss, then the delve is marked off as completed. And that's what just happened there. Bosses usually aren't too tough, but they can put out some hurt, so you do that. Just as I was fighting there, that required me to do some healing. both for myself and for Miri. But still, not too bad. Lots of dressers and jewelry boxes and all sorts of things. The decor keeps changing from blue to red. Whoa, look at this thing. Let's see what we need to do here. Daedric device destroy. Really, I just take a little wooden hammer and the whole thing explodes?
You pay a high price for this insult, mortal.
I don't think I really did that much, but yeah, okay. Bother exploring over there? Maybe it was something I don't quite recognize. Oh, it's just a little torture something or other. Yeah, those guys have seen it rough. Oh, look at this. Soul gems. Yeah, Mehrunes Dagon, not a very good guy. Oh, land on the bed. Nope, didn't quite. Excellent. This way. Hey, dude.
Welcome back, comrade. Did you...
Yep.
Good. Good. I couldn't leave until I knew. You did well, comrade. Better than Morgaine and I. I think I'll just sit here for a bit longer. I'd say we earned a sit down. Hey, comrade?
Yeah. This one I'm a little curious about.
I couldn't say. Dagon wants to kill us all, right? Grandi Bramia used to tell me stories about great red siegecraft. No one ever makes just one of anything. Morgaine and I were new to Blackwood.
Yeah,
This
okay.
was the
So, well, mark that down as completed. Let's just take a little walk behind, see what's going on. Looks like there's kind of a big wall there. I don't want you going any further east. Yeah, they capped off that river there. Okay, we're not gonna go any further. Oh, but got a chest. Try again. Mary, can you take care of that? Apparently not. Try again. And there we go. Chests usually have some pretty good stuff. Gold, always welcome. Experience is welcome. It also upgrades your legerdemain, which is, you know, handy. But you often will find magic weapon or weapons of and armor of various qualities, green and blue and purple. And sometimes you find recipes. Speaking of which, I did pick up a bunch of stuff, so I'm gonna just check some things here. I have Ferric's Finest Staff of Frigidity, level 13. This is a level 17, but it's not as good. This one's level 17 as well. Does a lot of frost damage, but that one is part of the Frostbite set. Let's stick with that. I do have 2 restoration staves. Okay, got the right one there. Heavy stuff. Only the 1 light. Oh, an upgrade? Epilus? Nope, not an upgrade. Sash of Frostbite. 10. No upgrade there. Well, homespun is... Oh, linen is better. Okay. A little bit of an upgrade there. 2 light things, no. Well, I gotta get rid of some of this stuff. Okay, got Shoes of Frostbite here. They're both almost exactly the same. One is training, one is impenetrable. Let's keep the training for now. Neck. I can do some things here. Pewter Ring of Reduce Spell Cost. Sure, let's grab that. That's part of the Frostbite set, so I should... That also is part of the Frostbite set. Shoot. Yeah, I really want that Frostbite, so I gotta have both. Both of those. I'll hang on to those rings, I guess, until I get some more Frostbite equipment. Alright. Each zone tends to have, about 3 different sets that are unique to it. So a lot of the equipment here will be part of the Frostbite set, or will be part... Frostbite is kind of the magicka based. There's one that's going to be stamina based, and one that's going to be health based for the 3 different varieties of, like, similar to heavy, medium, and light armor. Let's see if I have some of those other sets handy. Maybe on weapons. So you can see that this is the Deadlands Assassin set. It does extra damage and restores some stamina. So that's going to be mostly useful for medium armor wearers. Let's see, we have the Bog Raider. Yeah, and this one has some health recovery business, so good for heavy armor wearers, for example. So you have 3 different sets. Okay, that is done. I don't see anything in particular on the map in front of me to the west. So, looks like there's a town up at that intersection, so I guess we'll head that way. No doubt they have some problem I need to resolve. Yeah, nothing over there. Hey guys, what's going on
Gideon
here?
feels more and more like an artist commune to me, which
Yeah.
I quite like. Waking up to mist, drifting amid ruins, and hearing strains of stray music makes for...
Gideon, by the way, is that tower in that area over there. What do you think?
We noticed that the animals in this area were moving toward Hutanzel. That's not normal. As a result, our god...
Hutanzel, is that what I'm heading
I
towards?
could use a break.
Oh, look at that There's a neat statue over there. That must be whatever this thing is. No, it can't be. Well, anyway. Yeah, let's go and find out. Hutanzel. That must be the town. Yeah. Hutanzel.
Let's ride!
I'll get to the town, but I'm really curious about what that statue is over there. You can obviously see something marked on my minimap there, and it is the symbol for a crafting station. So... Sarielan's sword discovered. Okay. So crafting stations like this often have a number of nice lootable stuff. Had a lore book. That's good.
I miss roasting pupil scribs over a fire. So sweet and airy, with a hint of crunch.
Okay. So, crafting stations like this let you create things in a particular set, and this is different from the 3 sets that you find on looted items. At least I think. Yeah, the Heartland Conqueror set. So, yeah, that's what the Heartland Conqueror set does. Weapon and spell damage, magicka, stamina. Okay, yeah, that doesn't really do much for me, but anyway, you need to have a certain number of traits researched in order to make things in that set at this location. Well, okay, you're cool. On to that little town. Or maybe not. What's over there? Yeah, I gotta find out. Yeah, that's Gideon off in the distance, but... over in this direction, there's something. There it is. Some sort of inn, perhaps? Salavito Estate. Waking Flame Scotland's got. Waking Flame is the Mehrunes Dagon cult. Oh, level up. You know, this looks more like a destination than a place to start anything at. I'm gonna assume that I am gonna come here later. So here, enjoy a little heal. I'm heading out. Okay. Between here and there, there is that little pale circle on the minimap that I believe was the location of a dead drop, so I can finally maybe polish up a quest that I've been working on for quite some time for a pair of brothers in there. These brothers are imperials, and they want to set up a trading company in Leowyn, and they've been having trouble with a Furl Fang, I think, maybe? Some local Argonian crime syndicate. So they want me to go to the dead drops to loot the stuff of the Furl Fang, if that's their name. Oh, let's claim those 18 rewards. Imperial bed. Yeah, let's just pick up another bed. 3, 2, 1, so that's at 4. That means that this has to be at 8, and this one needs to be at 3, 2, 1, 8, and then this needs to get all the way up to 12, so I'll put it there. Looks like there's another world boss as well.
You lead.
Okay, first the dead drop. It was Fang Furl. Okay. No, I said Furl Fang. So Fang Furl. The Happy Averno Shipping Company. That's what that's who I'm working for. Let's pick up this way shrine and then head off to that boss. Just check in, see if the boss is there, see if there are other players that happen to be there as well. If there are, it tends to make things, you know, it's easier that way. What do we got here? Old Deathwort. Okay. I need to gather... so there's a daily quest as well. The daily quest has me working on this specific boss. Oh! So they already killed off Old Deathwort. Or maybe they're waiting for Old Deathwort to respawn. Well, while they're just waiting around, pick up my frogs. Maybe they defeated him already. I suppose I would have heard some commotion if they had been fighting it. Yeah, we'll come back a little later, see if Old Deathwort is respawned and has people by it.
Get back, you fetcher!
Oop, got a Hajimoja here. These things can be annoying. See where this road goes. Oh, there's a portal to Oblivion over there. And not today. Oh, and a sky shard. Okay. Always a worthy detour when you find a sky shard. Get up there. Looks like this might actually go through somewhere. Oh, there's a barricade. What do they tell me about this barricade? Those Khajiit, maybe? Shadowfen. Oh, okay. It's a back door into this zone here. That's cool. I'll just poke my head in. Okay. So this also is part of the Argonian home of Black Marsh, but it's right on the edge, just like Blackwood itself. So Blackwood, Shadowfen are on the outskirts of Black Marsh, which is here. Mirkmere is a little more centrally located, or more. It's more Argonian than any of the either of the other two. Okay. So let's see. I'm not going to get very far that way. Is it worth? It's probably not worth going down. Yeah, just, I think I see where it ends. Boy, things are respawning fast around here. These are materials for crafting, but also for selling. And this could have some rarer fare in it. Lightning Staff of Shock. Alright. Okay, I just crossed a little river there. Looks like I'm almost back around to the village, which is where I want it to be anyway. Lake fishing? River fishing. Alright. Oop, alligator. Crocodile. Close. 2 crocodiles.
Nothing wrong with a little opportunistic harvesting.
I think Miri gets me. That's a suspicious looking totem. I bet that has something to do with the town over here. Okay, now let's head into this town, see what kind of help they need.
Never used to fight this much. Until I met you.
Okay. That staircase just randomly on the hillside reminded me of playing Valheim. I did some odd things in Valheim. Hello? Some poison bats? There's another totem. This looks like Namira is going to be involved. Namira is another daedric prince, but of decay and poisons and that sort of thing. Okay, I'm obviously in an area without a quest, so let's go and get the quest first. There it is.
But what if we are wrong? Not even my strength can hold back an entire brigade.
Just stay out of it, Hinjas. We have lost too many lives already. Yours need not be included.
Oh, great. Himjas, what's going on?
You look strong and capable. I could use your help. Tensions between my tribe and the Imperials who've set up camp nearby are close to a breaking point. While members of my tribe have gone missing, we captured an Imperial lieutenant to question him about it, but everyone is so angry. What this situation needs is an outsider's perspective. My people are too enraged to think clearly, and the lieutenant will not talk to
Mediate.
Sure
alright, what's going on?
Combined heroism will save my tribe from this plight. The Imperial lieutenant is just ahead. While you speak with him, I will head to the northern swamps to continue investigating. Ah, that was Oleg, a member of the tribe and a good friend. He is adamant that the Imperials are my heroic deeds have caused a few mishaps of late. In addition, everyone is convinced of the Imperials' guilt. But no idea. But hopefully, speaking with the lieutenant will shed some light on that. If his people...
So, people are having some troubles. They're blaming it on the brigade of Imperials.
To stop trying to recruit strangers for this. He will not listen.
Alright, dude. Looks like you're in a pickle.
Oh, not another one. Look, I already told you.
Probably doesn't help that I'm also
you're not from
Argonian.
This tribe, are you? Thank the divines. I've tried telling these others that my brigadines have nothing to do with their disappearing people, but they won't listen. I'm an officer in Leowin's Ivory Brigade. We've been trying to expand trade routes out here, but we're not kidnapping people. My brigadines are missing too. I was pursuing a lead to find them when I got ambushed. I was investigating the great number of beasts that have started congregating by the water's edge. It's like they've taken over. Nothing about it seems natural. My theory is that those monsters are responsible. They're vicious, and the sheer number of them all at once is undoubtedly lethal. But my commander's skeptical. He thinks the Argonians are retaliating for us.
So the Ivory Brigade is a imperial people based defense in Leowin, the major city in the west.
I understand that Himjas asked for your help, but he can be overzealous. We have the situation under control. Our prisoner feigns ignorance, but he does not tell the whole truth. This dry skin was found trespassing in our swamps to the north. Always excuses with these Imperials. First they I wish I knew. There is a supposed peace between my people and the Imperials. Keshu the Blackfin ensures that. But that does not mean some do not still break rank, especially if they want to lay claim on a new land. Himjas is enthusiastic to a fault. He thinks himself a hero, but usually just ends up...
Yeah, okay. Let's see what else we got in here. How you doing?
The voracious appetite that Imperials have regarding land makes no sense to me.
I can't go in there. Neat little bit of ruin here. What do we got over here?
The Imperials fail to see how the land itself rebuffs them, yet they keep trying to possess it. It is better to think of it as the tides of the sea coming in and going out. Yet the sea never empties of water. This is flawed, of course, because unlike you have seen their cities, perhaps, their wars. If you have not yet walked, seek to control nature, certainly.
Yeah. That is kind of the Imperial way, and there's some bad history. Of interest, though, the Imperials never did get very far into Black Marsh. They found it just too inhospitable to get real deep in there. Okay, well, here we got some animals, and they're glowing green.
Problem, Sarah?
It's the green of voroplasm, which has been a recurring theme around here. What's here? Yeah, meet Himjas. Where are you, dude?
There you are. This is where our investigation begins. Let us look around.
Yeah, I wondered if I was going to wind up following these green footprints. Okay, so follow away. Boy, it helps that they glow a little bit. Is this not what we were looking for, Team Joss? this way. Saw footprints. Here. Then where?
Let us hurry.
I don't see any more footprints. Shoot. I'm not sure where to go next. Oh. Saw a pair of footprints walking up to this. Oh. That's weird. But then what?
Keep your fins and eyes sharp, friend. We are close.
Are we?
Nice hole.
Maybe I can just keep following the road for now. Well, actually, I do remember
Really don't like your odds.
going up that staircase there and there being footprints on the staircase, so let's try that. Any glowing footprints around here? No. Here? No. Lost the trail. Oh, there. What about up on that thing? Some skeletons. Okay, there doesn't seem to be anything there. Come on. Footprints leading straight up to this thing. Search for clues. Did I have to start all the way back here? You have to do them in a certain order? That'd be ridiculous. Apparently I have to know that I'm looking at the tracks.
There are footprints ahead, toward the water. This is where I gallantly apprehended the lieutenant. We are on the right track. Let us continue.
Okay. Now if I go and walk up to this thing...
I don't want to hurt you, but now I'm going to.
Okay, now I can look at the totem.
These ancient totems are spread out across the swamp, but they are always dormant. Strange. I think there are more farther ahead. I wonder if they are active as well.
They are. Mangled corpses.
Argonians and imperials. It looks like they were fighting back to back, defending themselves. Their wounds are jagged too. Perhaps we will find survivors farther up this way.
Perhaps. Well, that was a little annoying. Bright dye.
We use this dye for rituals. Is this what woke those totems? Let us follow the footprints.
More? Alright. Oh, there. If you've ever played Morrowind, there's a flying type of creature, I think called a cliff racer. They have this big fin in the middle of their back. These things look a lot like cliff racers, actually, but on the ground instead of flying. But cliff racers are so annoying.
This is the largest of those totems I mentioned earlier. Oh no. I think I understand. These totems, the dye was used to paint runes upon them, which must have activated their latent magic. But those runes are only known to this tribe. The Imperials could not have done this. With these runes, whoever is responsible turned this totem and the others into very powerful lures. That explains the excess of creatures coming out of the swamp. They would be drawn out. I do not know. It is incredibly dangerous, even with someone as skillful as me protecting the tribe. These creatures do not I am not sure. My brute strength and fortitude do not lend...
Yeah, he hasn't exactly done much, has he? Yeah, that worked great.
Despite my yelping, I was not afraid, I assure you. There is no shame in being frightened, of course. If you are alarmed, do not worry. You are safe with me. This is now beyond my capability. I believe the magic of these totems, and she should be back in the village. I will return and speak to
back to the village
Noble.
then.
Meet me there when you can.
Let's take the shortcut.
Bodies of Imperials and our own?
Yeah.
I appreciate your willingness to help, outsider, but you must understand. Him Joss has a strong heart, but he often invents problems in order to test his heroism. This What? This is a very serious accusation. The idea that one of our own caused so much pain. The creatures in the swamp are incredibly vicious. even in small doses. It's no wonder so many have fallen prey. The one at the top of Zal Aristotle? I'm not surprised.
Zanmir.
Dismantling lures as powerful as this will require going inside the Zanmir. We have no choice but to venture inside the Zanmir. But we do not have enough good. Hopefully he will be willing to appeal to his superiors. Regardless, I will make sure he is freed.
Alright.
Gods, this can't be happening.
That's probably gonna be... yeah. So Zanmir is what they call their ziggurats.
I heard what was discussed. I can hardly believe it. They were so quick to pin the blame on us, and the whole time, the Ivory Brigade is far from petty. I'm sure there will be some who are unhappy about it, but even they will understand the need to...
My apologies on behalf of my tribe, Lieutenant. Let us get you out of there.
I will meet you at the ruins.
Okay. Gotta pick up the Nern route. On back to the ruins.
The entrance to Zal Aristotle should be along the bottom of the structure. Let us hurry.
Sure. Here we are.
There, the door.
But, do I get to go in? Alright.
Oh, it is quite dark in here. Why don't you lead?
Always much larger inside than outside. Okay. Okay, let's see what we got here. Ziggurat. Yeah, basic ziggurat fare. Bog dogs.
I really don't like your odds.
Some pots. I thought the lieutenant was coming too. Oh well. Somebody's been here before me.
Curse you relics, why will you not stop?
Oh, you did this?
Naturally.
I cannot disable the lures, no matter how hard I try. My touch causes them to fade, yet they return within seconds. When I take my axe to the stone, my blade... I was trying to protect my people. Too many times dry skins have come to our swamps in an attempt to claim them. These Imperials seemed no different. Yes, our people once used them as a means to gather food and resources. When the totem is active, creatures are drawn... I did not know how dangerous this ancient magic truly was. I did not understand. Yes, but it isn't.
Help is here, my friend.
Let's deal with this.
Nahish Nerwul. And the Imperials? I'm sorry. This is my fault.
Time for blame can come later. We're here to help.
Hey, Brigadine.
Nahish Nerwul has a plan that will take all of us.
Okay.
Olik's actions were foolish. These lures have lain dormant for a reason. A ritual. To dismantle the lures, they must be touched above ground and below within a few moments of one another. It requires an act of unity. The Imperials agreed to post their soldiers above ground. They're already in position and awaiting orders. Once you activate a lure, I will return above to coordinate our efforts. If something were to go wrong, I want to be able to help remedy it.
Thank you.
Okay.
We will fix this, Olik. Do not worry.
Give them a bit of time to get in position. Then we just disable a lure.
I think it is working.
Alright. A little tired of things, so let's just run through.
In a big family, you have to know how to snap.
Stop here.
Hey! Stick with me!
That's number 2.
It seems the Imperials up above are succeeding as well.
Okay. Last one is over this way.
Alright, don't cry for mummy.
I'll leave it be. Avoiding some of those squares on the ground. Pretty sure those are traps. Alright. Deal with all of those that follow me. Some of them aren't going to bother fighting. Already things are full. Okay, so when things get full, the best thing to do is to... Well, I really need to stop at a bank. So this is all trash. It's just stuff to sell for gold, but just instead of destroying that, it's often best to go into your equipment inventory. This steel dagger, for example, if I tried dismantling it, I wouldn't get any materials out of it, or very low likelihood of getting anything out of it. I can't sell it. It would sell for 0. So actually getting rid of these 0 level or 0 value, that was worth a little bit, but getting rid of the worthless equipment that you is a little bit better. So here's a steel cuirass. No. Okay. 2 steel girdles that aren't worth anything. That's not worth anything. I know I'm being attacked. Okay. So I got rid of a few things. Here, Mary. Go ahead. Have some heals. Okay. So that should help.
That was the last one. Now I will make a swift, daring exit and run back to the village. Meet you there.
Alright. So 1, 2, 3 tagged all of the things. Looks like it all worked. Into the village. The villager does not seem to be all that talkative. Oh, he doesn't have anything to say either. How about the scout? Nope.
Always the same, day after day.
Apparently, now we're playing soccer together.
You have my thanks, Lieutenant, as well
You're
as
welcome.
my tribe's friendship.
Thank you. I assure you, we will do everything in our power to make sure this is the start of a prosperous friendship between our people.
A great success. We are victorious and strong, and all mostly intact.
The totems have fallen silent above ground. I assume you and Him-Joss were also successful, in large part because of your efforts. We were able to find common ground and the desire to communicate. I have personally... Olik was trying to protect his people, and we understand that. But his actions cost lives. You have my enduring gratitude, Traveler. Should your...
Him-Joss, what's going on?
The tribe will be telling stories of this one. The tribe will flourish now that we are no longer fighting with the Imperial. Please, take this. Not only did you fight bravely, we did it, friend. No. Though I imagine that...
Okay. Well, at least I got some breaches out of it. Let's see how those breaches are doing. Ah, here we go. Ball grader set. Yeah, those are definitely an improvement. Cool. Alright, finished up things with this village. Not too much left up here. Just a little bit up there, and then maybe one or two things over in this area that I might have missed on the first time through. Let's do a quick gander to see if that frog creature is available. And maybe some people hanging around. Argonians actually are fast swimmers.
Just tired of walking anyway.
Oh, how about some swimming? Let's check in on this boss here. There's a Hajmoja there. I see another pair. Oh, dude. Okay, well, is the frog here? Nope, there's old Deathwort. He seems to have been killed again. Let's just take a little walk around. See if he magically respawns in the time it takes for me to get back. What the heck is that? Oh, here we go. Here's old Deathwort. Okay, well, another one down. Alright, it looks like there is another Wartwacker. Alright, sure. Achievement unlocked. Defender of Blackwood. I think then that was the last world boss that I needed to deal with. Miri, stop playing with the lizard bear. Yeah, okay, so 6 of 6 world bosses completed. Excellent. There's 2 dungeons down there and up there. Haven't done any of those. Almost found all of the things on the map. Good to know. I'm missing 2 delves, though. Oh, and boy, I'm missing a lot of lore books, too. Well, here's hoping. Let's head up to this village. There's a quest probably for the village, so we'll check that out.
The champion has arrived!
Oh, what?
It's you. It's actually you. My friend said you were a story, a myth, but here you are. It is you. Can you help me? A famed warrior is us. No, it's all right. Listen, what would you rather fight? A pack of lions? Perhaps a vicious troll? I'm sure I could find one nearby. Oh, it should be more than one. Let's give the bards a good song.
Go ahead.
My friends are going to be so jealous. Oh, the fabled hero. This is going to be great. Just wait until I tell all my friends back in Bravo.
Yeah, okay. Come one, come all. Let's see what this says. Farmer's Nook. Okay. So we'll see how far into this quest business
I admit
get.
it's quite a story, but I know the difference between a tall tale and a large problem. I'll help however I can.
I shudder to think what your elven circus would consider far-fetched. I'm not so sure I believe it myself.
An elven circus. Okay. What do we got here? Whole bunch of folks in masks. Curious. Yeah. Check out some of these names. Enigma. Gracious. Moonlight. Bombast. Wolf Mother. Yeah, those look vicious. I think I see a lore book here. Yeah. Oh. Did that... that didn't count for my lore books. My Mage's Guild lore books anyway.
Traveler. If you've come to witness the marvels and mysteries of our troupe, I hope you haven't traveled far. Our performance is postponed indefinitely. There's a more sinister mischief in Farmer's Nook than the sort the House of Reveries trades in. I hear of townsfolk disappearing, only to turn up. None. That farmer Hesef said his sister was among the afflicted, and she died recently. At least he thought she died, but she left no corpse. Hesef mentioned that 2 of his neighbors also had loved ones vanish. Braden DeVoe and Jahuz. Speak with them. Any other day, I'd claim to be the lost princess of Piandania and regale you. I've been greatly disappointed with how often
they're
I've
from
gotten
Somerset.
that question since we departed from Somerset. There's not a soul in the art. Theater, conservatory, circus, salon, temple. Sleepy little towns like Farmer's Nook are the most...
Alright, so we got a group of high elves from Somerset. They're not doing any performing. Talk to Hesef Peric. Alright, what's going on?
So, working with the mummers. They may seem strange, but you're safer resting at their camp than at the inn. Folk have been going missing of late, including my sister, Seal. Weren't her memory. She could recall details down to where she last left the salt, but acted like she'd never tasted it. She'd bring up things I'd long forgotten as if they'd happened yesterday. Can't say.
Odd.
Felt like she wanted to relive the past, good and bad. Seal led me to our old swimming hole. Hadn't been there in decades.
Okay.
She dove right in like we did as kids. I looked away before she struck the water. That's right. Even with that ink in the pool, I could tell her body weren't there. I searched a lot from our childhood, mostly. If our parents were around, they were deep in the skooma, so Seal and I had to look out for each other.
Okay.
No. Maybe. We were all a bit shaken by what happened with Igmund, but things were getting back to... Truth is, I didn't make it far myself. I thought I heard things in those woods. Can a ghost take your hand?
Okay, so... Swimming hole... What do we got over here? Got Braden Jahoots. Some odd things going on here. It looks like we have an imperial settlement as opposed to a argonian one. Alright, Jahoots.
Ah! Careful! You might have scared the mare.
Redguard.
Who are
Interesting.
you? What do you want? You've come about Bugtail. I knew someone would, but my... Yes. Or rather, I fear I will share his fate. Bugtail rode out dead. Or gone. For now. Even the horses could tell something was wrong with him. I fought with this one's reins as he groomed her, but she started and kicked Bugtail.
Ink sprayed everywhere.
When I cleared my eyes, I do not wish to speak of what has happened in the far-off land of elsewhere. I was taken by sea elf privateers. You may think me a spinner. I will never forget the sound of those Euraxian soldiers screaming. I would not have suspected anything. He seemed
okay. Thanks for that dissertation. I think, though, gonna keep moving on. The ink was in common between the two disappearances, so that's something. Looking at the names of the dogs there. Nice. I want to get I do want to get the music for all this somehow. Alright. Just checking for lore books and other points of interest. Doesn't seem to be any. I think the music for Elder Scrolls Online improved by a lot from the original base game to the DLC. Alright, free for the taking. In the... I wouldn't know too much about that except that the original game has about 2 volumes of music that are published and available for listening on Amazon Music, if you have an Amazon Prime account. They also included the Morrowind and Somerset chapters for listening. Those 2 are way better than the original 2. the lute music that you sometimes encounter out in the world also seems to have improved.
We're out of meat and no hot meals. If those are luxuries to which you're accustomed, you can keep on moving and find another inn. What are you, some sort of adventurer? Damned fool. You wanted to build a bonfire and drink the night. Not so much of a scrap of clothing. Just black, tarry ashes.
More inky.
Never seen anything throw such a thick black smoke. But I want to know what happened to my brother. Whether he's alive or truly dead. Even if the truth... No. Things were as they usually are in farmers. 2 others disappeared since Sigmund. And all 3 were acting strange before they met him. That's right. He'd gone to get supplies from Gideon. Said he got lost. As if he hadn't walked that road 1,000 times. I'd have accused...
Okay.
Like he didn't have a care in the world.
Alright,
Wait a moment, stranger. I need to speak with you.
Who are you?
So you're the one's been asking questions about the people who've gone missing, then come back wrong? I don't like involving strangers in our affairs, but my daughter's gone. Not the first time. A few days ago.
Her daughter, too.
I punished her for neglecting her chores again. She must have snuck out in the night. I couldn't find hide nor hair of her. I just want to know she's all right. Our house is just over there, on the west side of town. She doesn't want to live here in Farmer's Nook, I can tell you that. It's not like I raised her to embrace a life of piracy. It's those books her father got her when she... Sailing is days of rope.
Okay. Oh, there's a way shrine up there. Alright. Coming up on a break here pretty soon, so we'll keep pushing this quest forward a little bit further. Hearth Ashes. Okay. Bookshelf. No. A notched butcher knife. I don't see any connection yet. What we got up here? This is probably better. A rolled up scroll. Go over the 2 rivers and then between some rocks. Okay. Any luck? Yeah, kinda.
We don't have much, I know. That's just some old handbill Anise had been hanging on to. Months old. When Anise was little, we couldn't keep her away from it. She'd grab it when we weren't looking and batter the walls and stairs.
Right.
What's that doing out? Anice's plan for a fort. My husband built it for her when she was about...
Alright, so the fort.
Ah, you're off to find this Anise girl then. Tell me what you've learned. I wasn't able to overhear everything. You've been gone for some time. You managed to persuade the locals to share their stories with you yet. Okay. Restless phantoms returning to say their last goodbyes before being spirited away once more? This really is beginning. You and Hesef have been our only visitors at the camp. If Anise is only recently seeking out a more comforting time, no doubt. Let's hope she hasn't.
Right. Okay, so Play Fort is off there to the east, conveniently by that way shrine. And I see just to the northwest that there's another one of those Aelid wells. Let's go ahead and grab that. And while we're at it, we might be able to ascertain that... Huh, they put the little map up there for me. Handy. Might be able to ascertain that there's nothing else on this peninsula, which would be very handy indeed. Okay. See, this is why I'm comparing them to the cliff racers. Big pests. Come on.
I was tired of walking anyway.
Oh, there's a note on the ground here. I'm thinking that's going to be for later.
Nothing wrong with a little opportunistic harvesting.
And I think this is also for later. Yeah, that's going to be the exit for something. Okay, come on. A great bear talking to a lizard bear. That's funny. Occasionally you'll find bears out in the wild and they're scratching their back against a tree. I think that's a nice touch. Well, okay. Hello? What we got here? Oh, it's just an ogre. Oh, this one's an actual dungeon. It's not a well. It's a well keep, but it's, you know, not just a well. Is there a quest? Not yet. While I'm here, may as well poke my head in. It's already marked off on my map as being completed. I didn't do anything, though. What we got in here? We'll run through, see if anything catches my attention. No, you know, let's not do that. I want to get outside, do a quick little look around to see if there's anything else on this peninsula that needs attention. If there isn't, kind of done with the exploring out in this area. Okay, so there's a road. I don't know well in here. Sack. Rough oak. Well, that's a for later issue, I guess. Got a road. Got some ruins. Those look more imperial. Anything else? Yeah, check out this fort. Oh. More Sulzan Naga. So these are like a subbreed of Argonian called Naga. Dealt with them a bunch already. Just darn cool ruins. But do they actually lead anywhere? Nice waterfall. And just more Sulzan. Okay, it doesn't seem to be anything of interest down here. There was a delve to the east. Let's get that marked on my map for later. Almost there. Look, I'm going past that jute back there. I can show restraint now then. Oop, more jute. Restraint. Restraint. There haven't been almost any regular bears in all of Blackwood. I guess that gives you some indication as to how close to Stuarda, the imperial lands, we are now. Lady Smock. And we have Blood Run Cave discovered, and a quest for Blood Run Cave. Why don't I come back to that later? Head on over to that way shrine and we'll park there. Okay. So here we are at a way shrine, and I think that's about as good of a place as any to call it here. Thanks for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this little exploration of Blackwood, the Blackwood chapter in ESO. Coming up a little bit later, I'll see it's about 3 o'clock presently. At around 4 o'clock I'll be streaming again, continuing where we left off with some events for this town that we're visiting. Inky, black, nostalgic folk going missing. Try and solve that, and then we'll maybe just do that one delve that I found. Probably not do anything with the Welke place, but yeah, I think we'll probably be able to get into some more of that main story again. Should be very fun. So, again, thanks for watching this session, and I hope you'll join us for the next one, around about 4 o'clock. So, take care, and make sure to follow, right? Make sure to follow so that you get notified whenever I'm going to be streaming next. And, yeah. Anyway, take care. We'll see you next time. And thanks for watching.